CryptoTakeOver coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all this evening. We're taking a look at Bitcoin, currently trying to hold support at that 9,400 area. Looks like we've been struggling with this area for a little bit of time now. Currently kind of moving sideways. We are seeing some support resistance squeezes as of right now with our blue bars holding us in place. Usually when these support resistance bars get a squeeze, we like to get a pretty big push in one direction or the other. So as we start to zoom out on the charts, maybe we can get a clear and concise direction of where Bitcoin might want to move for the rest of this evening and going on into the weekend. So if that sounds interesting to y'all, please stick around, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's go ahead and get started. So if y'all are brand new to this channel, we use the market cipher indicator by CryptoFace on this channel. You can check some of the links in the description box below if y'all want to learn a little bit more about how to access that indicator package. And then we've also added the TI sequential by tone bays and alongside with market guide buy and sell signals. So we're providing a lot of content on this channel. We're on our way to 3,000 subs. We're doing a $100 giveaway when we reach 3,000 subs. So go ahead, share this video. Comment down below 3,000 subs if you want to see the channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. And don't forget to share this video too as well. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, we're looking at our Cipher SR indicator on the top here. We can see that we are currently trending below our VWAP as of right now. VWAP sitting right at about the 9,400 area and currently kind of making our way below it, finding that VWAP as resistance moving forward here. Our blue waves down below look like they are ready to maybe bottom out just a tad bit. Money flow still kind of undecided here on the 15-minute time frame. So let's jump into the higher time frames and see what's going on. Let's look at the 30-minute. If this will load. Sorry about the slowness right now. Let me go ahead and reload this. Maybe it can get a little bit faster. So we're still on our, let's go back to our 30-minute time frame here. This is where we're at. And let's turn on Cipher SR. All right, here we go. So Cipher SR telling us that maybe putting in some lower highs with our blue wave, currently still kind of bleeding down here with our blue wave below that zero pivot point as of right now as well too. Starting to zoom out. Can't really decide really what money flow wants to do here. We were in the green for just a tad bit when we went back up to that 9,500 area, and now we are currently kind of moving off to the side a little bit further down. So let's go on into our 45-minute time frame. 45-minute time frame, as you can see here, we're getting a sell signal as of right now. That is with our Wells buy and sell indicator. We'll turn that one off just for right now. I like to use those on our higher time frames more or less, but looking at our 45-minute, we can kind of see here that, you know, these support resistance lines are giving us a little bit of a squeeze. And when that happens, you know, usually Bitcoin likes to move in one direction or the other. So Bitcoin's going to have to make up its mind here relatively soon, probably by the end of the day. I would imagine we'll get a push in one direction or the other. Currently now sitting below 9,400, so we could find 9,400 as some resistance moving on into the weekend. So I know we've been kind of struggling with this area, 9,500, 94, 93, right around in there. Been kind of moving sideways. It's just been kind of boring to watch, to be honest. I'm waiting for the big move. I think the big move is relatively on its way pretty soon, and we will decide a direction. And if y'all do want to join us in our trading group, I give y'all my most biased analysis in there and provide with y'all what I think the market will do. On my videos here, I like to stay relatively neutral, but in my private analysis summaries that I give every single day to my Patreon members, I like to be a little more defined with the outcome and the direction I think the markets will move to. Looking at our 1 hour time frame, we can also see that we are starting to move down below our zero pivot point. So breaking the zero pivot point is obviously going to be, you know, it is definitely a line breakage for us to kind of move further back down into that area. So we could definitely expect us moving back down, maybe putting in a big green dot. We didn't get a big green dot back here, so I could definitely see us moving a little bit further down. Money flow kind of rounding off into that reddish area as of right now as well too. Let's go on into our 90-minute time frame, see what's happening here. 90-minute time frame. I mean, we did get these blood diamonds back here. That was yesterday, and now we're just starting to see our support resistance lines just really give us a tight squeeze. Last time you could see here, we got a nice little squeeze on our support resistance. We had a big break the following couple of days afterwards, so we could definitely see another day play out before we decide to get a big break. Here was another tighter squeeze within our support resistance, and then we decided to make a break to the upside and then back down. So definitely anticipating something to happen here. Whether or not we break up or down, I think I'll have a more clear direction once we get into some of these higher time frames. But as of right now, things look very, very choppy. I'm starting to see a lot of wicks in either direction or the other, and that just means that Bitcoin is trying to make up its mind before its next big move, pretty much. So let's go on into our 2-hour time frame here. And before we get started there, don't forget, everyone, that we do have the Patreon page. If y'all do want to join us in the Patreon page, check out the first link in the description box, and you can see all of the perks and rewards that you'll get when you join the Patreon page. This is my private group trading page as well too, and you will get access to the trading group, which is on Discord as well. Once you join, just leave your Discord username, and I can give you access to the Discord server and give you the proper permissions to access all the private categories inside of that Discord server. So definitely, once you join, feel free to watch all the videos on there. There's about 12 to 15 different private videos. I plan on doing some new chart analysis on some other, I think I want to do the altcoin market cap just to see what these altcoins might be looking forward to in the next couple of days or so. So we're going to be putting out a video on that in the Patreon page, as well as the YouTube membership page as well too. And if y'all do want to sign up, the YouTube membership page is a little bit cheaper. You don't get access to the private trading group or all the private videos that I teach you how I set up my charts, but you get access to all my private chart analysis, mostly the altcoin charts. Sometimes I'll do S&P 500, gold and silver, and really whatever you request. So once I release a video in the YouTube membership page, then just feel free to comment down below what charts you would like for me to review, and I'd be happy to provide those for y'all too. So definitely check out the YouTube membership. It is a little bit cheaper than the trading group on the Patreon page, but it is another option for y'all if y'all do want to get some more private analysis from me. And then let's go here. Guys, we're on our way to 3,000 subs. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell on this video so that way y'all can be aware when we do that $100 giveaway. In order to qualify for the $100 giveaway, you need to be signed up for the newsletter. So I know that we're getting a lot of new subscribers, but I'm not seeing a lot of new people sign up for the newsletter. And guys, the only way you can win that $100 is if you sign up for the newsletter. So third link in the description box, sign up for the newsletter. It's just asking you for your YouTube name, Discord, if you have a Discord, or your email. And that is just an easy way for me to get back in touch with you if you do end up winning. And then I don't like to spam a lot either. Usually I'll send out a newsletter maybe once a month, and we'll just keep it simple with that. And then also you can get some different perks and rewards. I'll let you know when I'm doing specials on my Patreon page and the trading group page as well too, and just everything that we have going on with Crypto Takeover. So let's jump back into the charts here real quick. Looking at our 2-hour time frame, we can kind of see that we're still kind of moving to the downside here. Also, our red dot has been confirmed here on our 2-hour, as y'all can see. So that will probably end up pushing us down a little bit further, maybe giving us another big green dot down here. That is a possibility. Now, if we start to trim below that 9K area, I would say anywhere below 9,100 to 9K, that's going to be a clear direction of where Bitcoin might want to be headed to. And if we start to put in lower lows like we've seen here at the 8,900 area, if we come back down and retest 8,900 and break below 8,900, let's say we get into 8,800, I would definitely say that we're in for some lower lows there too. But those are just some other pinpoint price levels to look for as we move forward into the Bitcoin market. So definitely some key areas that I'm keeping an eye on from here on out. We are seeing a rejection with our 2 key EMAs here. So we did not get the bullish cross like we wanted, or like I guess our moon boys wanted. So we are getting rejected there. We did see that blood diamond appear on our 2-hour time frame as well too. Let's go on into our 4-hour time frame, see what might be happening here. 4-hour time frame. Still no sign of any bullish cross just yet. Our Heikinashis are still red as of right now, putting in another solid red Heikinashi here. No sign of a bearish count just yet. We do have a red dot on our Cipher B blue wave, and money flow is looking to get a little bit thicker here. If we start to zoom out, we can kind of see how our red money flow is starting to thicken out just a tad bit. So definitely some key things that we need to keep an eye on from here on out. Let's go on into our 6-hour time frame. 6-hour time frame, lo and behold, we have another blood diamond here, y'all. So last time we got a blood diamond, you can see we had a pretty big sell-off there. Not to say that, you know, past results are indicative of the future events, but, you know, sometimes they can rhyme a little bit, and we'll have to just see here. Things aren't really matching up the same necessarily. We were coming out of a greenish money flow here when we had that blood diamond, but I could definitely see us kind of wanting to maybe move back down below at least that 0 pivot point, and then maybe end up putting in a bigger red money flow here for us as well. If we start to zoom out here on our 6-hour as well too, you can see that our money flow has just been putting in lower highs, and now this could be a time for us to go back into that reddish money flow. So that is a possibility. We're just kind of keeping an eye on things as of right now, but I'm looking at some price targets for us to break below to get a confirmed clear direction that we could be headed into lower numbers. But if we start to push back up, maybe above 9,500, then I'll, you know, maybe consider a little bit more bearish or bullish sentiment. But as of right now, I think we're getting some key indicators on these higher or on these mid time frames to at least let us know that, hey, just be aware that these bulls, and I mean the bears are lurking, and the bears are lurking to capulate on these bulls here for the, I guess that's the right word to use. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, we can see here on our 8-hour that we're also putting in lower highs on our money flow. Maybe that money flow is ready to turn red, like our 6-hour has now started to turn red also. Just some key indicators that we have been looking at on this channel. So I hope I'm providing enough content and value for y'all. I appreciate everyone that's coming back here, watching the videos. Can definitely see our views starting to grow a little bit here and there, so that's always fun to watch. Starting to see our bearish counts right now. We haven't put in solid red candle. It's been kind of back and forth just a tad bit, so we probably want to see another red candle after this. We can see that we are putting in a green dot here on our blue wave. That could be short-lived though. This looks like it's ready to turn back red again, probably signal out just a tad bit, move sideways, and then possibly turn red. So as y'all know, these Christmas tree patterns like to play out, and then when they like to play out, that indicates a bigger move coming, just like we saw on the support resistance. Those squeezes happen, and then there's a big move. When our Christmas tree patterns happen on our Cipher B blue wave, or even in the money flow, that just that squeezing action likes to and then give us a big move after that as well too. Let's go on into our 12-hour time frame. Let me click my little Brave browser ad over here, get that BAT token. We can see here on our 12-hour money flow has also been kind of putting in lower highs. It has actually turned red already, so this is kind of interesting that our 12-hour has already turned into a red money flow faster than our 8-hour. But so I would imagine that 8-hour red money flow is coming relatively soon. We can see here our first signs of our bearish count. Currently trying to break back above one of our key EMAs here. But then once we start to push back down to maybe our 100 EMA, that might be something. Or if we just start to trim below our 13 EMA here, that's another reason for us to maybe consider some bearishness as well too. Looking like we might get a red dot here on our Cipher B blue wave, with our money flow also moving into the red. VWAP's just kind of riding sideways as of right now, but if we do get a red dot, I would imagine that money flow would also keep us held down just a tad bit, maybe wanting to put in a big green dot down here on our 12-hour as well too. It's going on into our 21-hour. Giving us a green dot. Like I said, I think we're going to start to move sideways through the rest of this weekend, possibly by today or tomorrow we'll have a clear direction. I would imagine probably by tomorrow, and then we could probably see some pretty big volatility moving forward into the weekend, and maybe consider a possible possible play, you know, going on into Friday. From the looks of it, though, the Christmas tree patterns are definitely still, Bitcoin's very unsure of itself right now, and it has not decided a clear direction. So we will wait on a clearer direction and then move forward from there. But I'll be providing videos for y'all every single day. I think the weekend might be a little bit crazy for me, so I'm definitely looking to at least provide my Patreon members with the content that they need over the weekend. I don't know if I'll be able to produce a video on Saturday or Sunday, but definitely looking to at least provide my Patreon members with a little bit of content, like the altcoin market cap video that I will be putting out on those private membership pages as well. Looking at our 1 day chart here, we can also see our money flows kind of rounding off. Blue wave kind of moving to the side. We are getting the bullish divergence, but at the same time, you know, if this money flow continues to just round off, you know, I'm not going to be overall bullish as of right now just yet. I would want to see at least a break above 9,500 and maybe hold above 9,500, or even back up above 9,600. I mean, honestly, y'all, I can't be a moon boy until we get past, you know, 10.5K. And I think that's just where it's at. You know, I think a lot of people are looking at that level. That's a major indication that has a major trend line that has just been holding us down for so long. And until we break above that, I feel overall a little bit bearish, you know, for the most part. And, you know, if we get enough volume to break through that 10.5K area, then hey, I think we could be off to the moon. But until then, I'm still speculating maybe some movement sideways or to the downside. Let's go on into our 2 day time frame. And let's go back over here really quick. So if y'all do want to join the Discord server, it is available to the public. So feel free to check out the link in the description box to join the Discord server. Once you join the Discord server, you'll be brought to a welcome page. On that welcome page, you need to abide by the community rules and guidelines. Click the little green checkbox, and then you'll have access to the Discord server. And then obviously the private categories on the Discord server are only for the Patreon members that are in that trading group. And in order to sign up for the trading group, you need to be signed up through Patreon. So just a heads up on that. And then also, if y'all just want to stay up to date with some of the announcements that I have going on, if I'm running any specials on any deals or anything like that, then feel free to follow the Telegram channel. It is available. I do give some public signals in there as well too, with things I'm seeing on the charts. If you'd like to follow us, join the Telegram announcements page as well. And then also we use the premium plan on TradingView. If y'all do want to upgrade, feel free to check the link in the description box. If you're using Market Cipher, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro or the Pro Plus plan. It just allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen. As you can see here, I have my Aldo EMAs, which is a custom indicator I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page, and also alongside with the Wells buy and sell signals. Those are both custom indicators with custom parameters that I teach you how to set up only inside of the Patreon page. So if y'all are interested in making your charts look a little bit like mine, y'all can find all those private videos inside of the Patreon page. And then 3 Commas is a trading bot program. If y'all are interested in making your own trading bots, I like to use 3 Commas on some of these leverage trading sites just so that way I can get in and out of the markets relatively quickly. And if the exchanges get bogged down or anything like that, I can usually, with the API keys, they go through pretty quickly. So that makes it relatively easier to trade sometimes as well. And then if you just want to buy and hodl, don't want to have to worry about trading, or if you are brand new to the crypto space, I would definitely recommend that you have a Ledger Nano X or S to store all your cryptos and your private keys. Remember, not your keys, not your coins. And we want to make sure that we only keep what we're gambling with on the exchanges. And if you want to learn a little bit more about leverage trading, these are some of the websites where you can dive into the leverage trading is Bybit, Prime XBT, and Fimex. All great platforms to use if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how to trade with leverage. And then Brave Browser is a great browser that you can obviously add to your toolbox if you like. It's basically for only for all the crypto enthusiasts out there, they should be using this Brave Browser. Super lightweight. It's made by the same people that make Mozilla Firefox. And you can basically browse the web with ads with ads not popping up all over the place. So you can opt in and out of the ads if you want. If you opt into the, at least the Brave browser ads, you'll be paid out in BAT token every time you click an ad in the bottom right hand corner. So feel free to check that out as well. And then CryptoTab Browser is another lightweight browser that you can actually mine Bitcoin through this web browser. So check the link in the description box if y'all want to sign up and earn some passive income inside of the crypto space. So let's jump back into the charts here really quick. 2-day chart, obviously giving us a little bit of a breakage to the downside, ready to maybe make a move down below the 0 pivot point. Money flow also looking like it's ready to turn red as of right now too. So definitely some interesting lookout here on our 2-day time frame as well too. Let's go on into our 3-day, see what's happening here. 3-day giving our first sign of a full red Heikin-Ashi candle as of right now too. Blue wave still moving down. Money flow just I would say it looks like it's ready to just continue to move sideways, but honestly this could be the top for the money flow, and then we just start to make our way back down, maybe into that reddish territory. That is a possibility. Let's go on into our 4-day time frame, also giving us maybe a little bit of a lower high on our green money flow there, and then we can see that our red dot has also started to send us back down on our blue wave with our 4-day chart. No sign of a clear red hike or a full red Heikin-Ashi candle just yet, but we are starting to see the bearish count as of right now. So that's just something that we need to be aware of, that this whole sideways movement up here could just be a topping out pattern, a sideways correction before another fast sell-off. And what we really need to keep an eye out on is once we start to break below this 13 EMA. It looks like on our daily we've already broken below it. Our 2-day we're gonna have to wait to see if we break below it, and then our 4-day obviously we're still holding a little bit of, or 3 days still holding a little bit of support, and then our 4-day starting to see our first sign of our bearish count, but still holding support above our 13 EMA there. So definitely some key things that we need to consider. 8,700 would be a price target on our 1-day with our 100 EMA. Another thing to consider there as well too. Moving on into our 5-day, looks like we are going to get this confirmed here. And this was another little tip and trick that I was kind of referencing here with our 5-day. If this sell signal confirms on our 5-day, we're gonna have to wait to see exactly if we decide to get a push back above, I would say 9,500 to 9,600, then that would probably null and void this sell signal. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on price action. If we do end up moving back up above that 9,600 area, then yeah, maybe this could be a null and void and we continue further up here. But I would say if we continue down and start to break possibly below that 9,100 area, that this will definitely confirm, and we'll have to wait until the 19th, which is tomorrow, which will confirm the sell signal. So price action is really going to matter a lot today, and we'll just have to kind of wait to see exactly how that wants to play out. Let's go on into our 6-day time frame. 6-day time frame, no sign of a full red Heikin-Ashi candle, but it does look like something might be ready to occur relatively soon. Yeah, no sign of a sell signal, but this is the next sell signal I'm definitely waiting for. If we start to see that sell signal on the 6-day, we can definitely anticipate a little bit more movement to the downside. Let's go on into our weekly time frame here just to check it out. Weekly time frame, topping out 912, not a bearish 1-2, but we're starting to see a first little sign of a red Heikin-Ashi there, outlined red Heikin-Ashi, something we need to be aware of. Let's go into our 2-week, see what's happening here. 2-week, not a clear direction just yet, nothing to really tell here on our 2-week time frame, no 9s or anything like that, no extended counts. Let's go into our 21-day just to take a look at things. Yeah, we have an extended bear count here. I mean, if we end up coming back down to put in a really big red candle, which is a possibility, then yeah, this extended bear count will possibly play out, and that's just something we need to be aware of for sure. But to not be too bearish or bullish right now is definitely key. I think that we'd have to break below 9,100 and hold that, and possibly then make our way to 8,800 to be really bearish. But I mean, as of right now, we're definitely seeing those Christmas tree patterns on our mid time frame. And then as our mid time frame, once we get into our higher time frames, it's up in the air as of right now, but money flow has been kind of rounding down on some of our mid to high time frames for sure. Just something to note. Hopefully y'all enjoy this video. I will be giving y'all a private analysis for all my Patreon members here in a few minutes once this video is uploaded. And with that being said, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter if y'all want to check us out on there. And then also we do have the Patreon page, which is available. Maybe going up in price soon. Not 100% sure what I want to do yet. I could be running a special soon. That is a possibility. But usually I like to do those at the beginning of the month so you don't have to pay double as well. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.